Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 2. This was a really good comic book and I wish I could devote more time to reviewing it, but I am super busy. So I'm just going to give the laydown, the rundown so that we're good for when issue 3 comes out, because I'm going to continue reviewing this book. Al Ewing did the script, Juan Cabal did the art, Federico Blee on colors, and VC's Corey Petit on letters. Covered by Ivan Sharon and a bunch of people doing the variant cover. Okay, so we get Hercules back. Very interesting way of getting Hercules back in not really telling us exactly how they do it, but they bring him back. They also tell us a lot about these new gods. This is the Greek pantheon, but they're not the original Greek pantheon. They're evolved versions of them. Now, I'm wondering if this means that eventually we're going to get an evolved version of Hercules also, because he's in this book, and it's pretty freaking cool. That would actually be really awesome if we did wind up getting an evolved version of Hercules. We also get a very interesting version of Hercules in this, in the sense that he actually has a lot of compassion, and we don't usually see that with him. He's usually drunk and boisterous, right? But in this particular case, like honestly, Hercules is a fun character to read, but he's a throwaway character, and let's just call a spade a spade. He's a throwaway character. He's super duper strong. He's a great, what do you call it? Like a Deus Ex Machina kind of character. Oh, the world sucks. Oh, look, there's Hercules. He's gonna punch, this big MacGuffin problem thing in the face. He's gonna grab the MacGuffin and punch the problem in the face, and we're all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, wonderful. And when I saw Hercules in the previous issue, I was like, oh, this could be fun. But no, I'm also thinking this is just going to be silly. But no, that's not the case. Hercules confronts his sister, who was his sister, but is technically not his sister anymore, even though they still remember what was. So this is the actual Greek pantheon. It's not something different. It's not the new gods. What the heck are the Eternals? Jack Kirby's version of the new gods here in Marvel. So it's actually the Greek gods, but they've changed a lot. So what we're seeing here is Hercules showing mercy and expressing that he is merciful. Is it just to his sister? Maybe. Is he going to wind up going through a change? He genuinely could, but he's also not a full god. He's a demi-human, remember? So that's important to keep in mind. Maybe he can't go through a change. Maybe it's important that he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the one tie, the one key to the older way, the way that things used to be. You know what I'm saying? Things do have to change, but you also still have to remember your history. Imagine if Hercules was actually the history book of all of these things. And that's something just crazy enough that Al Ewing might think about. But again, I'm just guessing and speculating. I'm looking at the way this comic book reads and reading it and interpreting it in my own fashion. All that being said, there's a prophecy given in here. Oh, geez, Greeks, with prophecy? Nah. Anyway, the lovers will be reunited, and I'm assuming that means that we're going to have a big problem in the future between Moondragon and, for crying out loud, you see what rush I'm in right now? Phyla-Vell, there we go. So we're going to wind up having some kind of a problem between these two. And with that being the case, eventually they are going to get back together again. So maybe one of them is going to die, they're going to be separated, hard to get back, whatever. But also somebody's got to die and come back. And we do see that somebody dies in this book. A lot of people die in a book. We've got the X-Men books right now where everybody, a lot of people are talking about death is irrelevant now. Death has always been an irrelevant thing in comic books. Who cares? They're always going to come back. They're always going to come back. We always said 3 people will never come back is, Uncle Ben, and we still see him once in a while, and whatever. Bucky was one of them. Look, Bucky's back, and we're happy that he's back. Clark Kent's parents, his original Kryptonian parents, never come back. Jor-El's back. Yes, they're always going to bring people back. At some point, Uncle Ben's going to wind up coming back. Please, Nick Spencer, please don't let it be Kindred. Just don't do that to us. Anyway, all of this, it's a weird freaking thing. I don't think it's going to be Kindred, because that just doesn't make sense with the conversations he's had with Norman. Anyway, so it's a weird freaking book, and I love it for that. I genuinely love it for that. Little tiny things here and there. It's changing what my expectations were for the book. I'm down. I'm totally down. This is a freaking awesome read, and I'm looking forward to the next issue. So there's that. Anyway, guys, I really have to go because I'm super busy. Love you guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.